Low-dose immunotherapy. Are you looking for a new way to deal with allergies or autoimmune conditions? And do you have a very sensitive immune system that is very reactive and paradoxical no matter what you do? Then you need to know about low-dose immunotherapy. There are about 80 to 100 known autoimmune conditions at the moment, and they affect 20 to 50 million people in the US. The number of children who have autoimmune conditions is actually also on the rise, which is why it's a huge concern to the public. Low-dose immunotherapy, or LDI, may offer a new way to manage allergies and autoimmune issues. This therapy is very similar to homeopathy, but utilizes principles used in immunotherapy as well. The goal of this therapy is to actually encourage your immune system to tolerate antigens or substances that produce an allergic reaction in your body. So instead of overreacting to them, it does this by helping expose your body to very diluted antigens. These antigens used are much less potent than the doses used in current allergy therapies, like injections you might get from your allergist's office. Basically, this works by helping to bring T helper cells, which are a type of immune cells in your body, come back down to a more normal level. T helper cells are part of your immune system, and they're essential in recognizing foreign substances and help your body fight and protect against them. However, when you have an allergy or an autoimmune condition, this response becomes very hyperactive, and sometimes that can cause inflammation, fatigue, pain, swelling, itchiness, runny nose, congestion. And so when your immune system becomes really hyperactive like this, the T helper cells also start to attack and destroy healthy tissue, resulting in long-term health issues. So low-dose immunotherapy helps halt this progression by desensitizing your body to antigens, stopping the reaction and the damage before it can start. It is usually done sublingually as a liquid, so there's no injections needed. And what it does, you do the sublingual drops under the tongue, and a week later, you see what your reaction is. Most of the time, if you are doing low-dose immunotherapy to allergens, such as foods, chemicals, or environmental allergens, your provider will ask you to trigger with a food, a chemical, or an environment to see if your reaction is the same as baseline or better or worse. If your reaction tends to be the same or worse, that means you're not getting to the good enough dose where your body is tolerating that antigen. So what you would do next is you would take the next syringe that would be a little more concentrated. So every week you'll be concentrating your dose until your body is desensitized and able to tolerate that antigen. These antigens could be anywhere from fungi or mold or even bacteria, protozoa, viruses, chemicals, pollens, food, animal, dust. And so I like to give the analogy that your immune system, like these T helper cells, are like cops. And when you have autoimmune disease, your cops are just firing up and shooting up your home. And in order to teach your cop cells to not shoot up your home, you have to teach it and help it tolerate. So you would be giving the thief's footprint to it and desensitizing it, not telling it that the thief is there, because when you're diluting these antigens so much, the thief is not there anymore. It's really just the energy of it, that shadow of the thief or the thief's footprint. So you're teaching your cops to not shoot your home when it's just the thief's footprint. So low-dose immunotherapy has been effective for a range of chronic illnesses. And these illnesses are like chronic fatigue, endometriosis, Lyme disease, multiple sclerosis, Crohn's disease, inflammatory bowel disease. Autism is used a lot in children with also food allergies, food sensitivities, fibromyalgia, mast cell activation, histamine intolerance, psoriasis, sarcoidosis, ulcerative colitis, interstitial cystitis, autoimmune arthritis. These are just a few of the autoimmune conditions that are being helped by low-dose immunotherapy. And so this is what we have. If you're interested in low-dose immunotherapy, either to help with your mold or food or chemical, that's what we like to call low-dose allergen immunotherapy, LDA. If you need help with like Lyme disease or EBV or mycoplasma or CMV, any of these self-infections or parasites or candida, you can also use low-dose immunotherapy to build your tolerance against those chronic stealth infections. Thanks for listening today about low-dose immunotherapy. If you're interested and like to hear more, make sure you share our video and like it and comment down below for your questions. We'll be happy to answer them. And remember, we're here to empower you to take control of your health.